We know our minds are not in our brains. So when our bodies and brains die, we will continue to live on in new bodies in a new world, called by some Summerland, by others heaven or the afterlife. One area of evidence that we are not our brains is that some people spontaneously begin speaking with the accent of a language they don't know and have never spoken. In this video, I provide evidence that our minds access our memories and skills, including language and speaking, from the greater reality outside of our bodies and brains. The abilities demonstrate that our minds are not in our brains, so our minds and memories do not die when our bodies die. Hello. I'm Dr. R. Craig Hogan, President of the Afterlife Research and Education Institute and Seek Reality Online. I'm the author of 8 books with the evidence you will come to the end of this life, but you will never die. The act of speaking a language results from learned experiences with the words, syntax, timing, intonation, tongue placement, and pronunciations of a language. If a person's native language is not English, they may speak with an accent because they're using the sounds and patterns of their native language while they're trying to speak English. The words may be the right words, but the way the speaker pronounces them betray their native language. Here are examples. A native speaker of Chinese.
Please call Stella. Ask her to bring these things with her from the store. 6 spoons of fresh snow peas, 5 thick snaps of blue cheese, and maybe a snack for her brother Bob.
A native speaker of Japanese.
Please call Stella. Ask her to bring these things with her from the store. 6 spoons of fresh snow peas, 5 thick slabs of blue cheese, and maybe a snack for her brother Bob.
A native speaker of Spanish.
Please call Stella. Ask her to bring these things with her from the store. 6 spoons of fresh snow beans, 5 thin slabs of blue cheese, and maybe a snack for her brother Bob.
A native speaker of Italian.
Please call Stella. Ask her to bring these things with her from the store. 6 spoons of fresh snow peas, 5 thick slabs of blue cheese, and maybe a snack for brother Bob.
We access the language, information, and skills from the greater reality outside of us. They're not coming from the brain. Evidence that language usage is coming from outside of us is that some native speakers of English suddenly draw on speech patterns they didn't learn in their early years of learning English. They speak perfect English one day and speak with the accent of a person for whom English is a second language the next day. The phenomenon is common enough to have its own name, foreign accent syndrome or dysprosody. One study, cited in the descriptions below, identified and studied 62 subjects experiencing spontaneous foreign accent syndrome. The same authors in another study found 112 cases of foreign accent syndrome in their analysis of other studies. These subjects were suddenly accessing a different repertoire of language experiences because all experiences are accessible from our greater reality, where all of our learning is stored. Following are 4 examples of people whose native language is English, but who suddenly begin speaking with the accent of a foreign language, as though their native language was the foreign language and they learned English later. Cindy Hastings is 4th-generation Australian who spoke perfect English and had never been to Europe. Hastings had been treated with a powerful medication for epilepsy. She suffered a severe allergic reaction to the new drug, which led to an acquired brain injury. When she awoke, she suddenly spoke with a thick Eastern European or Croatian accent. This is a description of what happened to her.
Cindy Hastings is 4th-generation Australian. She's never been to Europe. but you'd swear she was born there, such as her thick Eastern European accent.
Where do you think she is from?
I'd say probably Croatia or...
Okay.
It's interesting that you perceive it that way, because I'm actually Australian.
Oh, okay.
I'm born in Sydney and Australia all my life.
Oh, wow.
Cindy is a victim of the curious condition known as foreign accent syndrome. It's rare, its causes vary, but all those affected literally wake up one day sounding exotically different.
Sarah Colwell from Plymouth, England, spoke with a distinctive accent locals in Plymouth spoke. When she was 35 years old, she suffered a severe migraine. Afterwards, she suddenly began speaking with a Chinese accent. She had never been to China, knew no one from China, and had no experience with the Chinese language. 15 years later, she still had the Chinese accent. This is a description of what happened to her.
Butter.
Batter.
Butter.
Battery.
Battery.
Battery charger.
Battery charger.
Sarah Colwell from Plymouth in England is a dead-set Pom who now sounds like she's from Shanghai.
It wasn't until I was in the ambulance on the way to the hospital she actually said, "Are you aware of the way you're speaking?" And I said, "Oh, I sound like I have a slur." And she said, "No, you sound like you can work at a Chinese restaurant." She said, "Yeah, you could work in the local China house or something."
Kay Russell from Gloucestershire, England, spoke perfect English all of her life. In early 2010, she suffered a debilitating migraine. When she awoke the following day, she suddenly began speaking with a French accent. She described the experience as a total loss of myself, feeling like her former personality had died and she had become a different person. She was previously a successful sales executive, but found she could no longer work due to her communication difficulties. This is a description of what happened to her.
When I heard myself speak, and the speech process in my head was totally different. You learn to live with it, you learn to adapt, but it's not easy. And it never is. It's the same every day.
A retired customer service advisor from North London, England, named Althea Bryden, a native English speaker, experienced a stroke, which initially left her unable to speak. After surgery to remove the stroke blockage, Althea suddenly began speaking with a thick Italian accent. She also began using Italian words such as mamma mia and sì for yes in Italian. This is her description of what happened to her.
I'm happy to speak. When I couldn't speak before, I was very sad, very distressed as well. Very stressful for this to be happening to me. But now I can speak. I'm looking for my old sound, but it's nowhere to be found. So for me, I feel like a stranger in my own body. And nobody can tell me what is happening to me. I keep saying to everybody, what is happening to me? Why do I speak like this? Nobody can tell me what is happening.
I want to know what... You've got the gesticulations.
I don't know why this is that, but I have no clue.
Also, as accents go, look, it could be worse. I mean, it's a nice accent to have.
That is true, but still,
I get it. You're on your own accent.
I want to know what you sounded like before. Can we have a look? Have you sent us a video?
Yes, I do. I sent.
Let's have a look.
Okay.
Good evening, good night, good morning, whatever time of day it is. Hope everybody's okay. Pauline, ooh, this is my girl, man. I'm the young one, just saying.
These examples are proof our language ability is coming from outside of us in the greater reality. People begin spontaneously accessing the language ability of another person or group of people. That couldn't come from our brains. It is coming from the place where our minds are alive and well outside of our brains. So when our brains die, our minds outside of our bodies and brains continue to live on blissfully. Links to other videos with examples of foreign accent syndrome are in the descriptions below.